Hi guys, this is Nuclear Aphrodite and welcome back to my channel once again. And today we'll be flying the JF-17 Thunder under traditional Pakistan Air Force livery, but in a different configuration. Here you can see there are two missiles. This is C-701T and this is C-701IR. The T version is the TV guided, the IR version is the IR guided. This missile is the miniaturized version of the CM-802 AKG, the air-launched land attack and anti-ship cruise missile, and the C-802 AK, air-launched anti-ship missile. These two missiles, they resemble exactly the same way that these two CM-802 and C-802 look. So they are the miniaturized versions of the missile. The C-701T, which is right here, has the TV version, has a TV camera, while the C-701IR over here has the IR camera. So we are going to fire these missiles today, and notice we don't need anything else to fire these missiles. We don't need any targeting pod or data link pod to fire these missiles because both of them have imaging cameras in their nose, which you can see very clearly. But it's a very shame that only one can be carried on the third hard point and the sixth hard point. It's a shame, but they're very capable missiles. So let's jump inside the cockpit and turn off the active stop mode, turn on the active pause mode. Now, before we actually fire these missiles, we require to do a lot of setting inside the cockpit, and we're doing it. Lights on. Alright, oxygen full, lights on, over here and over here. Alright, now what we're going to do is first turn on the air to ground mode. Now as soon as we turn on the air to ground mode, in this SMS panel you can see C-701 IR guided, C-701 TV guided. Both of them have been displayed. They are powered off. Now we have to turn on their power. We have turned on their power and they are on standby. Now after standby, for a couple of seconds, the countdown time is going to start, and it takes 3 minutes to align them. Now before this could align, we are going to show you the mode. We have the only mode over here, auto mode, which is programmable. Over here, either you can select the IR version or the TV version. We are going to select the IR version first. Both of them have the same alignment time. Next, what we are going to do is turn the hard point to 04. Let's turn the waypoint to 04 and turn and switch it to manual. Then we are going to do is turn on the data link. Data link is on. Turn on the IFF. IFF is on and ready to go. And we're going to hide the stick over here. We're going to turn on the HSD over here, turn on the pod and select this TV IR. Before we switch this to pod, we have to select the SOI. A small dot is going to appear over here, which means this screen is available for sensor of interest. So right now the point has appeared and we have 1.5 minutes left for alignment. So we will select to the pod and select the TV IR mode and turn it to on. Now since this is idle, means it requires time alignment to track turn on its search mode. So by the time it does it, what we are going to do is turn on the combat, turn off the afterburners, and then we're going to maneuver our aircraft towards the target. We have around 45 seconds left for the alignment, and we are going to climb the altitude. To fire this missile, I must be at least 10 nautical miles away from my target, or else it won't fire, or even it won't lock. So yes, I forgot. There's one more thing that I need to explain, is the symbology of this display. Here you can see the crosshair. This is the target designator. This is the target screen, and this is the steering of the missile. Right now the missile can only be steered is omnidirectional, means it can be steered towards left or right. And this is the target selection. If there's a ground vehicle, so either you can, if you want to hit a ground vehicle, so this has to be set to 5 meters. If there's a bigger vehicle or a boat, so it could be set to 15 meters. If there's a ship or destroyer, it could be set to 45 meters. If it's a battleship or a bigger ship, so it can be set to 135 meters. And if you want to hit a building, a very huge building, a very huge target, so it can be set to 400 meters. Now I've set to 5 meters because we are going to hit the vehicles on the waypoint 4. Like the C-701 and C-802AK, this missile is high subsonic. However, it depends upon the aircraft speed and altitude. It can dive its way supersonic towards the target, and it can reach up to the speeds of around 800 or 850 knots, which makes this missile supersonic in diving altitudes. So what we're going to do is, the missile has been aligned. You can see 00 over here. I'm going to turn it on again to IR. Now I'm going to turn this to narrow. Now I'm going to turn this to slave. Means the target is over, the sensor is over the waypoint. Now what we're going to do is, either we can select the V heart, black heart or white heart. Now as you can see, the symbology has been changed. That these two lines that are moving here indicate the type of target. Ground 5 meters for ground vehicles, 15 meters as the target sensor has been expanded for small boats, 45 meters for destroyers, 135 meters for battleship, and 400 meters for a very big target. So I'm going to select this to 5 meters, and I don't need to change the brightness because the way it is, it's quite okay. Now I have to press refocus so that it can focus itself towards the target, and either you could fire in the manual mode and the auto mode, but I like to fire in the manual mode because I want to choose my targets by myself. So we are moving towards the target in this aircraft, and let's see how it goes. So I will increase the time compression so we can reach around 10 nautical miles very quickly. As you can see, I am around 10 nautical miles by now. Now what I'm going to do is maneuver this target right over here. Now as soon as I maneuver this target, maneuver the crossover target, and press and depress the target, you will see that the cursor is blinking. There's a red triangle over the target and it says track. Now I can fire. I've successfully fired the IR missile, and let's see how it goes. Look, it's going toward its target. It has around 850 knots. You can see the readings below. TS, which stands for knots, it is around 800. It is decreasing and it is going toward its target. So it's supersonic and bingo, ZSU-23 has been destroyed. Now what we're going to do is, we have the TV version left. We're gonna have to set this TV version as well, but we have to maneuver our aircraft away from the target. Let's turn on the afterburners so we can quickly move away from the target, as we are around 5 nautical miles away from the target. We need to go a bit faster and away from the target, and here we are. Alright. So we have maneuvered ourselves away from the target. And let's... okay, there's one more thing I didn't explain. Either you can switch this to SP, the steer point, or the sloper mode, or the slave mode. Now since I've turned on the slave mode, I'll have to okay, I accidentally switched, I have switched this off. Now I have to wait. Okay, it's on. Now it's on track. Now what I have to do is okay. Now we have a clear picture. Now I'll have to increase the SOI and then select another target. Okay, now as you can see, even on the TV version, which is selected, as you can see over here, C-701 TV, it has been selected. I had decreased the vision so I can have a bright vision, and as soon as I've selected the missile, it is showing again the same symbology, the same cursor, these two lines, a red triangle which shows the missile is on track and it is ready to fire. And we are around 5 nautical miles away from the target, and we are going to fire.
Warning.
We have fired.
Warning.
And let's see how the missile goes. And the missile is on target. And the Govdika has been destroyed. So guys, that was for today. That was C-702 AKG air launched land attack and anti-ship cruise missile. Oh sorry, that was C-701 TV version and the IR version. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like my page, do subscribe and keep watching my videos. So thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.